ticker down there on the bottom and see how your favorite players made it through the event.
Well, right now we're starting out the first TV table match of the day. This is A-side match. It's going to be Joe Wright versus Rick Winpigler. Of course, Joe Wright, a local guy here in Maryland. And Winpigler, case, of course, many people say he's one of the best Barbox players in Maryland. Like in this area, he lives up in the Frederick area. And there is no secret to it. This guy, and everybody knows it, he's got to have a few in him. But actually, the more he gets, the better he plays.
Cue ball goes rocketing off the table there. Guys, anybody who is just tuning in who didn't get a chance to catch some of the action yesterday, you are tuning in to the Maryland State 8-Ball Championship. This is a bar box event held here at Brews and Q's on the Boulevard here in Glen Burnie, Maryland. These the Maryland State Championship events have been a blast to be able to bring you guys coverage of. We got 3 events out of Brews and Q's and 3 events out of Champion Billiards. You guys will see the schedule flashed up on the screen here a little bit later in the broadcast. Go ahead and mark the dates down in your calendar. Come out and play, put your skills to the test, or kick back at home and enjoy the free broadcast.
So already both of these players haven't been on the TV table yet. So let's see how they handle their nerves. Of course, Rick Winpigler typically is used to playing on a Valley bar box. We're playing on 7-foot diamonds today, so a little bit different for him. And Joe, no stranger to the diamond table, plays on 9-foot diamonds and the 7-foot diamonds here at Brews. So we'll see if that really makes a difference. I can tell you a little bit is the bank angles are a little bit different on these tables. And of course, these pockets are a little tighter. So we'll see if it has any effect on Winpigler. Right now, looks like a pretty good run out here for Joe. He's got the 6-ball here in the corner. 7-ball is sitting right there on the side, so it makes an easy ball to get position, and now it looks good. He's got the 7-ball on the side. He can get position there on the 4. He's got to be careful, though. He doesn't want to get... Well, he can get straight in on this 4-ball. If he can get off the rail a little bit, just a small angle. Yes, so that's perfect. He's got a little small angle there. So he's got just a little bit of the rail. He can just pocket this 4-ball up in the corner. Just make sure he gets just off the rail for the 5-ball. And the 8-ball is sitting nice there. Yeah, perfect. Just needs to straight in. Looks like straight in here. Just roll it forward just a tad. Or he can go all the way down the rail and back up if he feels more comfortable with that, if he wants to put a good stroke on it. And that's what he does. Joe Wright's going to strike first here in a race to 6. So if you weren't tuned in with us yesterday, BCA rules here at the Maryland State 8-ball championship, alternating breaks. So it's going to be choice after break. It's not make what you take. If he pockets a ball, he can still choose what he wants to shoot next. Scratch on the 8 is not a loss. 8-ball in the wrong pocket certainly would be a loss here. So jump cues are allowed. Joe Wright with a break. Hangs up the. Is he going to get some love here? No. Yeah, there's a couple balls were looking to go in the pocket and they just held up on him. You know, one on the side and the ball in the corner. So just going to let Winpigler back to the table here. Everything out in the open there except for the 5 and the 9. So I really like the high balls here because you have an opportunity to break out the 9. He makes a good shot there, but I don't like to see him try to clear the 15 ball out there that he's got on the rail. So now he's going to have to find a way to get back there. Oh, he tried to play the 10 in the side off of the 11 ball there. Sometimes when the opponent's balls are tied up, he might have just been thinking, let me get it off there. Yeah, because Joe's going to have some issues with the 2 ball. Obviously, 14's blocking the pocket there. So you have to get under it. You know, if it pockets past the 10. Of course, his 9 ball still tied up as well with the 5, so Joe would have to get the 5 ball out. So really, he hasn't left him a shot here. Possible bank maybe on the 3 ball. And he pockets the 3 ball.
That was a great shot there. Two ball still sitting in a tricky situation here. He's either going to have to move the 14 out of the way. I almost wonder if he was actually going to try to clip the edge of the 14 there to be able to move it out, to be able to put the 2 there with it. Guys, do us a favor as everybody's getting in and enjoying the live stream. Make sure you're hitting the share button for us. Go ahead and like the broadcast feed. Share it on your Facebook page. Tag all your pool buddies. Let everybody know that we are live, bringing you coverage for free and full HD until a champion is crowned.
Oh, no. He comes across, pots the ball, but then he hits the 8 and pockets it in the corner down here. So that's going to be a loss of game there for Joe Wright. So just like that, when you thought he was possibly going to get up 2-0, it's going to be 1-1 early on here in a race to 6. And now Rick will be breaking here. Gets a little love there on the cue ball, comes back and nips that 2 ball when it hung up in the side. So because he's got choice here, he's going to be able to take whatever ball he wants. So if he wants to continue on with the low balls, he's certainly got a shot here on the 1. Easiest shot, though, lined up here is the 11. And that's what he's going to take here. So it should be a little bit easier for him to navigate through this rack. Comes up nice in between the 12 and the 7. He would like to probably get a little more straight there on the rail so that he could just pot the 12 and bring it back for the 15. So he's going to have to figure out what he wants to do here. He's still got a little bit of an issue because he's got to get position on a 13 ball. So just good shot there. Just elects to just a little stick and draw there. Now we have a little bit of a cut on the 15. Ooh. It's a little love from the pocket there. He was actually hoping to come past that pocket off the rail so he'd have a shot there on the 9 ball. Now he's going to be looking at a cut shot, tough cut shot here on the 10 in the corner. And he plays it well. Now it gets a little difficult here. He's now called to 14 in the corner. Good shot. Needs it to hold up, though. Just trying to play position for the 13. It looks from this angle that he's overrolled it a little bit. So he's going to need to play the 9 here and get himself back into position. Oh, and he just pooches the ball there a little bit. So he's going to leave it in the pocket. Let Joe Wright back at the table. So Joe's got a couple trouble balls here as well. You can see the 3 and the 4 tied up there. Everything pretty much in the same area. He's got a shot here at the 1 in the corner or the 7 in the corner. Although he probably doesn't want to bump his 13 ball out. Good shot there. to wait now.
Gets a pretty good spread here. You got the 10 ball creeped up by the side pocket again. That 10 ball has ended up by that same side pocket in the same spot a few racks in a row now.
It's Joe. Joe's got 2.
There we go. Starting to see a ton of people filtering in. Keep hitting that share button for us, guys. We're going to be bringing you guys live coverage until a champion is crowned the Maryland State 8-ball champion. It's good speed control there. Can't tell if the cue ball actually touched the rail. He pointed at it. Looks like he's going to leave it there, so I guess it did. He got him back behind that 5 ball. Very good. So I have to assume this 2 ball is going to go by the 13 into this corner pocket, even though it really doesn't look like it's going to.
Yeah, it's a little tight there.
So I guess he needs to clear out this 1 ball so that he can try to take the 2 into the same side pocket. Let's see how he decides to try to get on this 2. I mean, he's looking at the 2-8 cluster right now. He's queuing up with a lot of draw. He's got a chance to draw back behind this too. Just got to be careful with this kind of power in a side pocket. Makes the ball no problem at all.
Well, now he's got a shot here to break it out. He can go into this 3 ball with a little bit inside English and just miss the 14 and come into the 2-8. The thing is he's got to be careful because once he breaks that 2-8 up, he's got to make sure he gets out. Obviously, it looks like the 8 ball passes to the corner or the side pocket. So
yeah, and he's stretched out right there if he tries to go for that breakout shot. If he doesn't go for it, then he's bridging over a ball.
It looks like maybe he can squeak it by, or maybe he's just trying to play it to the pocket.
Wow.
Went by good. Oh, did he get there?
I think he barely did.
I think he would have liked to have been straight there. He'd like to have been right on the rail.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
That way he could roll up for the 5 ball on the side, and then his out would be a lot easier. So now he's gonna have to hit this with some inside English and going all the way up the rail. He's gonna have some pace on the ball. Just gotta be careful not to scratch though on the side off the 10.
It's gonna get away from him just a little bit.
Yeah.
About half a ball.
There.
And now the 2 has been removed from the 8, so he has clear reign just about any pocket on the table with the 8-ball once he gets his balls made.
Yeah, this should be short work here for Winpigler. He's left himself an angle here on the 9 to come down for the 13. He actually could probably take the 14. Well, he could take either one here. He could take the 9. I like the 14 here because then you can go to the 9. But he can draw back off of this 9 if he wanted to play the 14. But he elects to play the 13 next. So he may be using the 14 ball for his out ball to get to the 8. Rolled up probably just a tad more than he would like to. But he should be okay here. That comes out nicely there off the rail. To play the 15 ball on the side. It has a slight angle here. Plays a little inside English there. Comes off the rail nicely for the 14. Home free here. Just needs to pot the 14, come off the rail. He'll be looking to put the 8-ball in that same pocket. Oh, he hit it. He stroked it. Good shot there by Rick. So Rick Winpigler ties it up 2-2. Race to 6, alternating breaks here at the Maryland State 8-ball championship. So Rick back to break here. Has a ball down. Oh no, cue ball trailing towards the corner. He's going to give Joe Wright ball in hand here after the break. So 10 ball on 1 ball are tied up. If Joe likes the high balls here, he could play a combo shot here on the 110 and put the 10 ball down. And I really kind of like that shot. He's not forced really here to try to break out the 10. 13 ball goes in the side. He's just got to kind of navigate around a little bit. And you see the 12 ball down there by the 2. So, judging by what he's doing, it looks like Joe concurs with me. He's going to call the 10 in the corner. Just wants to make sure that he gets position here. So you see he's left a little bit of an angle. Yeah, he hit it forward, get the 1 ball out of the way. Now he's got a shot here on the 9 ball. Down now. I don't think he came down far enough for the 11. He may have a shot here on the 14. Looks like he can play it off the 4. Yeah, nice shot there by Joe. like to come down a little bit further, though, so you have a shot on that 12 ball. He can still take it here if he likes. Angle is a little steep. Maybe looks like he's got the edge of the 15 ball here, so if he wants to, he can pinch this shot here with a little inside English and come back past the 8. Which he does. Good shot. Good shot. Oh, he needed it to stay. Rolls up just or now the 7. Maybe impeding his shot here on the 13 ball. However, 5 ball is hanging there, so if he can just see enough of the edge, he'll play the 13 into the 5, so it's hard to tell from this angle. But if he can't see the right spot here, Joe will be kicking at the 13. A little bit easier of a kick here if that's the way he's got to go. 13 balls really close to the rail. Looks like he's almost thinking about this cross side bank here on the 11. Send it up there by the 1. I don't know that he can see it. Well, looks like he can. Oh yeah.
So that's good now. That was a good effort there. It looked like it was trailing right towards the corner there for a second. Dave, no, it's not behind the line. If you scratch on the break, it's going to be ball in hand anywhere, which does make a pretty significant difference. So people who've had issues controlling the rock on the break have definitely been getting punished here.
So he calls safe down.
Guys, you're going to see a couple of links come through in the chat here.
Definitely, if you've been watching all weekend and you're enjoying the stream, please hit that donate button. We try to keep the stream free here for everybody. So if you're enjoying it, you can click on that link, or you can go right to PayPal. Put in our address, sales@bsncoverage.com. $5, $10, $20 is fine. He's called the 13 in the corner. He's going to be going just by the 5. It's a good effort there with what he was given, but now he's going to let Rick come back to the table. And the 5 ball by the side, he's going to great ball here to get down on the 2, so I imagine that Rick will be able to get out of this rack. Oh no, look at that. He put, you could see that he queued up to put inside English on the ball, but because he hit the ball so soft, the English didn't take it all. By the time it hit the rail, it had reversed. And now he's going to be forced to play safe here on the 2 ball. Now, he didn't get Joe exactly behind the 8 ball, so if Joe wants to here, it looks like he can go off the top rail and try to pocket the ball. Looks like he may go. Maybe the 8 ball is in the way, so he was just pointing at the side pocket. Oh, look at this shot there by Joe Wright. Holy cow. He ends up going 2 rails and kicks the 13 ball and leaves Rick safe. And then he does it back to him. Kicks the 2 ball, leaves Joe right behind the 8. Wow. Couple well-calculated kick shots by both players. And now Joe is going to be in a do-or-die situation here.
He's putting together that jump cue.
Yeah, he's going to go to the air, and he's going to call the bank, I think, most likely here. So he'll try to jump just over the 8 ball, and he'll try to bank that 13 ball back down. Look at this.
He's going to block the pocket.
Look at this. Oh.
I don't know. He might not have. That last rotation might have made it doable. We're about to find out.
Still tough. Left him long on the rail, but looks like the two ball goes right by there. Oh man, he slow rolled it. Look at this. He's now tied it up, Josh, on the 13 ball.
Congestion City.
So Joe is probably just going to just tap this 13 on the rail, I would imagine, and leave the cue ball behind it so that he cannot cut the 2. However, by doing that, he may leave a relatively easier kick shot here for Rick. He's got to be careful. This is the only shot I really see. You just got to just tap this cue ball into that. There's no way it goes. He just called the corner.
I'll play it there, Rick.
I actually really like the shot selection here. I was looking at that to where he could hit it a little firmer to be able to create separation, because that 8 ball was still blocking the pocket. The time he spent thinking there was, I think, debating on how firm he wanted to hit that shot, because if he hits it soft, he's guaranteed going to be having him snookered in there. However, it's going to be kind of tough, because then, like, even whenever he comes back, he's not going to have a pocket for his 2. So you see Rick there was trying to just keep the 8 ball tied up here. So now it's going to be tough to see if this. It's going to be tough to see if this 8-ball actually goes by the 2-ball here. The way he played it says that it absolutely does.
Wow, what a couple great shots there between both players. You know, only 2 balls left on the table. It's tough. 2 or 3 balls. I say 2, right? 1 each for the player in the 8-ball.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad play there by Joe. If the speed would have been right, then I think his shot would have worked out for him, where the 8 would have been closer to the 2-ball. Everything would have been great there. So real quick, while he's putting the final touches on that rack, just say thank you to our sponsors. Links to everybody is going to be in the video description. Go ahead and click the links down below and show them some love. One of the best things that you can do to support us is to support our sponsors. Go ahead and drop a follow on their Facebook page. It's completely free. And then, of course, if you feel like there's a match with the services or product that they offer, go ahead and check them out. Most of these guys will work you some sort of a discount if you let them know that the Billiard Sports Network is how you found out about them. We'll tell you a little bit more about how you can save some money with their services in between the next few racks. This here is actually looking like the balls are open, but there's still a lot of congestion where there's balls blocking pockets.
Yeah, so Joe potted a low ball here. And you can see the 15 and 7 ball there tied up in the pocket. But he's got the 2 ball there, so if he wants to take low balls, he certainly can. He may be able to screech that 2 ball right by the 15 to knock in the 7. And that may be how he starts out the rack here.
I like that.
Because otherwise, if you take the high balls, the 15 ball's already tied up.
Well, and this 2 should hit the 7 and bounce off. Oh, man. No, he overcut it.
Yeah, he needed to just miss it.
That's unfortunate.
Now he's really left Rick.
Well, it's wild that he hit that ball and it came right back to where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He definitely handed a better table over to Rick here.
He's got the 6 ball here easily to start out his run. And now the 7 ball is pretty open up. Yeah, so he's going to play the 1 up here to the 7. And he hits a great.
Yeah, that was a good shot there. Now you have this 3 ball that you got to play precise position on. So the 2 lays is an easy ball to be able to maneuver up and down the table, but how does he plan on navigating to this 3 ball here? Unless he's going to get a good angle on the 5 to basically go down and around it.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing here is if he wants to play the 3 to get to the 5, he can play it. If he gets any type of angle here on the 3, he can come 1, 2 rails possibly to play the 5 in the same pocket, but getting to that position is going to be interesting. So we may see him play the 2 ball here and roll down for the 5. And that's what he's going to do. But
yeah, so I was curious, if he's going to try to spin around this, or I don't really see him queuing it. Wow, it didn't look like he was queuing a ton of inside, but he sure did.
Yeah, and now he's.
Well, I know he threw his hand in the air and he doesn't like this shot, but he's actually got decent 2-rail position as long as he avoids the scratch. Is he back cutting this, or is he cutting it?
I think he's going to back cut it. Oh, he didn't get there.
See, I was thinking go the other way. I was thinking cut it towards the bottom pocket here and come back out. This is going to be a pretty shot if he lands it. Look at this.
Makes a good hit.
And that bump on the 8 would have been perfect. You hear him exhale pretty heavy there. He's a little frustrated. His exact words was, "I'm giving him away. You get a rack, and you get a rack." We all know that feeling. It's very frustrating when you feel like you're not being beaten, that you're kind of beating yourself. I feel like most pool players can always respect somebody who's just bringing a ridiculous game to the table. But when you're losing the match because you're just not bringing your A game, that can be a very frustrating feeling.
Well, I think Joe would have liked to either had the 14 or 9 ball here, so he's going to play the 15. It's a good shot there.
Yeah, it's good that he hit that clean because it stops there from being any congestion here. Because if he nudged that 13, it might have rolled up on the 12 to block it. So it was a good shot.
All what to do is just pocket the 12 ball and slide out here a little bit and play the 15 on the side. Oh. He's going to play the 9 now. A little bit of a different pattern here. I like just sliding it out and play the 15 and then come down and clean up the 9 and the 14 here.
Better watch out.
So
only place on the table not to be.
Yeah, so that's what we talk about, a little bit of the patterns there. I mean, you know, by playing the shape that he did and taking the 9, he puts the 8 ball into play. If he pockets the 12 and just slides the cue ball out and plays the 15, you know, then he can just roll the 15 in, and then he's got the 9 and 14, and the side takes the 8 ball completely out of play, and now he's snookered himself. You know, just like you said, the only spot on the table that he can't see the ball. So he may be trying to go to the top rail here.
I mean, with where that lies next to you, got to kick at this ball.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the short rail here, because if he clips that 13, sorry, cue ball will be traveling up table. So there's lots of different ways here. Well, maybe you can see a little bit of the 14 ball here, Josh.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to masse just a smidge. Just to,
he was trying to stick him on the rail.
That would have been beautiful. It just had too much spin on it. And you heard him as soon as he hit it. Too much.
Yeah, just too much spin. So now he's going to leave Rick a shot here on the 1. Thin cut.
Yeah, he overcut that ball a little bit, which meant he got more distance out of the cue ball than he planned because he didn't catch the 1 ball full enough to slow down the cue ball like he anticipated.
Smart shot there by Rick. He'll tie it up here 3-3. Lots of great players here left. Steve Fleming still on the A side. Brandon Sluzales. Tom Zippler. Just to name a few. Of course, the only pro-level player here, Sean Wilkie, knocked out yesterday, lost to Hadar early on, bounced over the B side, and then takes a loss to James Taylor, JT. So
we've already had 1 early 8 ball this set. Now the 8 ball's sitting right by the side pocket. Wonder if we're going to see another. We shouldn't, but stuff has been happening.
I thank everybody for tuning in. I know it's early on a Sunday, but if you are watching the stream, hit that share button for us, please, as we start off day 2, narrow our way down to the finals here today to crown your new 2019 Maryland State 8-ball champion. Of course, our first event here, Josh, was 9 ball, and Brandon Sluzales takes down Wilkie and Aranis to win the title. So I think he's trying to add a 8-ball title here too. Watching Joe Wright and Winpigler. Winner side match here. Rick making quick work of this rack. Just want to pot this 15 ball here. Whoa, did not want to do that. But look, I think he's going to be okay.
You know what's crazy about that is when I saw the lineup, I was thinking about the shot that Bruce had last night where I'm like, it's the exact same situation.
Yeah.
Ball's just a little bit off the rail. All you got to do is just punch it in, leave the cue ball right there, just a little bit off the rail so you feel comfortable. And then he rockets the cue ball.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the tendency is that you don't want to roll that shot, you know, because you don't want to miss it.
Wow. There it is. Yeah. Speed was good.
So Rick is going to take the lead there, 4-3.
Well, you know, when they talked about that specific shot in the Predator World 10 ball frequently through the entire event, because it's just such an important shot to be able to still hit the ball firm, where you hit it with just a little bit of low, but you allow the backspin to expire right before it makes contact. That way it's still like a slow roll contact, but you got to hit it with a firm stroke so you don't have to worry about the ball rolling off. And there was the perfect example where that shot could have been the difference maker, because he got fortunate where the 8 still had a pocket, but it was slim, very, very slim.
Well, because a lot of tendency there on that shot, you know, everybody's so used to hitting that ball with, you know, outside spin, and you can see that he hit it low and outside, so as soon as it went in the rail, it just took off, because we're so used to hitting that shot to try to miss the side pocket for position. But really, you can just hit low on the ball and almost slide your cue ball. So you can hit it firm, and you can slide your cue ball to that contact point, and that's what will get to, you know, keep the cue ball stopped in that area for the 8 ball where he was at. But fortunately, it went by the 5, cheated the pocket just a little bit. You could see it hitting the rail as it came down, and he drops it in for the win.
Tell you what, that 11 ball in the corner thought about not falling down just a second ago. He kind of just had to stand there and just watch it.
He gets one of them out of there, breaks out to 12. Now he's called the bank on the 15. Great shot.
Yeah, that was great. In a good spot here.
Yeah, probably would have liked to come a little further over, but should be okay here.
Ooh.
Yeah, great shot. And he's turning it on. He's to the hill first, leads 5-3 in a race to 6.
Yeah, he definitely found a gear these past few racks that wasn't there before.
Rich is a guy that plays better as the day goes on. Don't matter now.
This is those last couple shots he had here.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell here he's just got a little bit of a rail there past the 6, and he hits this perfect. Right off into position on the 8. Great shot.
trusted his tangent line. It worked out great for him.
Those instant replays were brought to you by Brews and Q's on the Boulevard.
Yeah, you hear him. He thought that 15 was going down. It looked like it was going to go.
We've seen that a lot this weekend on this TV table. Lots of balls just kind of hanging up there off the break, and certainly seen tons of dry breaks. So Joe's got to get himself back in it here. He's got an opportunity. If he can get through this rack, and then he'll be breaking, he'll have an opportunity to get himself back in this.
You know, the way that 6-2 lies right there in the side pocket, if whenever he's above this 11-12 that's by the 8 ball there, he can probably just glance that off the 2 ball and have a big side pocket to shoot that in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if he doesn't want to rearrange anything here.
He might be doing it here, though. I was curious. There was an angle there.
He got good there. He could have been stuck.
Oh, he might be.
Wow. Yeah, he might not have enough to make the.
He's shaking his head.
Yeah. He may have to shoot the 15 here, Josh.
That's what he called.
Oh, he's nestled up on it, but I think he's going to be okay. He's just got to be careful here not to roll all the way down. He just wants to clip it and get it in the hole. Yeah.
Good speed. And this would normally be a nightmare shot, but with the 2 ball there, it's...
Yeah, really, he would have liked to be able to shoot the 12 into that 2, you know. But now he's going to have to play 11 and take the break out, and wherever the 12 lies, it's going to lie. So he'll play the 11 right into the 2 ball there. That's a good shot there, but that's where you don't know where that 12 is going to end up from there. He may have a lane here to go by the.
It's really
5,
tough to tell.
It's tight there. He seems confident in it, so just got to put the focus in making the ball. Oh, and he clipped it.
Raised the 5. Look at this. I thought I was still going to find a home.
Oh, he clipped it, and he's left Winpigler a shot here to get back at the table.
Yeah, and I mean, Richard's on the hill here, so this could be all she wrote for this match.
Yeah, I mean, barring anything catastrophic.
Well, look, I mean, I talked about it all day yesterday. Players get to the table with a completely open rack, completely open table to play with, and then they get sloppy with their position. First shot right there, he glances into the 4 ball with extreme English, which takes away one of the pockets for the 2 unless he wants to shoot a combo. So it's like, I almost feel like a takeaway from this event this weekend is literally when you have an open table, still slow yourself down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a good shot. He draws out of it here, and now he's in a great position because he can pocket the 4 ball here. And
so you were just bumping
yeah,
into stuff left
just
and right.
bumping in the balls. Ideally, you just want to kind of leave everything the same way, but you know, sometimes when you bump the balls, they lay right for you. And you see he plays a 7 in the side. He's just going to draw here off the rail for the 2 ball. Should be home free here, Josh. Just play a stop shot here on the 2.
It makes me so anxious just because of how many matches we've seen where there's that tiny bump and that half an inch is the difference between them getting out or losing the set. But Richard gets out. Our first set of the day on the TV table is going to end Richard Winpigler 6-3 over Joe Wright.